nature, and the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who wants everyone's best, Rangers offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facility safe and your people safer. Call clickgranger.com or just stop by. What's in store for your business this week at Staples?
Printing you new signs.
Brian, in working with James Cameron, any chance he'll put you in the Avatar sequences? Maybe a bit.
Yeah, well, I was just talking with him the other night, and he's still in post-production on Avatar, so I'm very excited about that. I don't think I'll be in that, but we are talking about doing other work together.
All right.
So, yeah.
All right, so the 4-part Disney Plus original series is premiering, like I said, on Thursday on Earth Day. It's from Nat Geo, so it's only the best.
Excellent. Yeah.
And by the way, I didn't even mention all the awards that Brian was winning from.
Quite a lot.
He's a pretty well-to-do gentleman.
Yeah, knows how to work a camera.
Exactly. Brian, thanks so much. We're excited for the special.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Anytime. All right, Brian's very on the show. It's incredible. National Geographic just does the most incredible thing. You're looking at stuff going, this can't be real, but it, you know.
Well, I mean, again, like with the things they can do with remote control cameras and with the drones that you're saying, the stuff underwater, and just the general ability. The gentleman we had, I forget his name. You know, he did the special on the illusions, and it was fascinating. You know, I watched it, and impressed me. He's out there. The camera's got a lens that's like the size of a football. I mean, he's getting shots that you never get before. It just blows your mind. Absolutely.
I have a couple of other science-based things that could tie right into this because stuff has been happening, including the helicopter on Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah, really exciting. Yeah, Arnold was ready to go. Yeah. But yeah, Ingenuity is the name of it, and the first powered flight. Yes, but that's historic. I learned that they land during the vehicle in Elon Musk, Wright Brothers. Yeah, and this flight yesterday lasted almost an original flight. Not only that, they had a wing thing from one of the Wright Brothers in the plane of Kitty. Yeah, was on there on Mars and took the first flight. Yeah. So they actually used as a historical significance. They set that up, and it's a big deal. Even if something weighs like a paperclip, to put it on a spacecraft and set it up is a big deal because weight is everything. Weight versus.
They had Elisa and flashlight on it.
Yeah. Elisa and yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Rock stuff on Mars. That's NASA, exactly.
You know how they got there?
Mercury surfboard. This is NASA. That was great. Great guys. Freaking helicopter to go on Mars.
Why did we put him on the team?
Oh my
Check
God.
Mercury conditions. The Mercury surfboard. The freaking Mercury. I just started talking. I'm a freaking warlock running the freaking expedition. The helicopter's freaking lifting in the air. The Mercury surfboard for a silver bullet of the freaking. Just let it breathe.
Put him in the somebody put him in the closet.
No.
Just let it breathe. It's freaking historical.
It's a freaking helicopter on freaking.
Helicopter on freaking Mars. Not even close. We're looking on the TV like it's in our freaking backyard.
This guy's an astronaut?
NASA?
He is.
Oh my god.
You kidding me, dude? He's a warlock. I mean, how can you not have somebody with that?
Tiger's blood. I piss fire.
Oh my God.
It is so. Again, they had to. They take their best guess on how they can levitate this in a different atmosphere. Mm-hmm. So we think, okay, well, we fly helicopters here. It's not the same condition.
No.
And so they have to the wing design on the props was different to accommodate it, and it flew a stable liftoff.
Would you say it was epic?
It was epic.
Epic.
Yeah, okay.
Totally epic. Freaking Mars helicopter.
Yeah,
The chopper like Arnold said in that movie, Predator.
Yes, the science involved in this stuff is
Freaking crazy, right?
it's incredible. All the stuff from the big stuff to launching the vehicles and getting it on the proper
Just freaking taking off.
on the property on the proper trajectory with the orbits and everything planning out right.
Yeah, these things and that,
all that.
the rocks and stones and the dust and things we find in the base.
But anyhow, so yeah, the 4-pound solar-powered helicopter ascended above the Martian surface, hovered, and then touched back down. That's all that they did. They just lifted it up. The feat was documented by a photo received from the helicopter's onboard navigation camera. There's now video that you can see. And you can see a shadow cast by Ingenuity above the Mars surface.
So cool.
And a color video shows the flight moments after that picture came in.
And then there's a picture of it with the Corona light next to it.
Oh, wow. The Ingenuity project... the Ingenuity project manager, Mimi Ong is her name, said we can now say that human beings have flown a rotorcraft on another planet.
How about that, Mimi?
We've been to...
Hey, good to see you again. Not. What? All those aliens all screwed up. I saw them moving back at me. You seem like an idiot. Sitting in the middle of the desert whistling like a bunch of jerk-offs.
She said, we have been talking about it for so long, our Wright Brothers moment on Mars.
If anything can explain to us why there was an alien and meatballs, too.
And here it is.
Not gonna happen.
Nick, what were you going to say?
I know.
You freaking tongue-tied, didn't you?
Well, no. I just because I was writing down a lesson question.
Okay.
The thing that I think about when this type of thing happens is, it was 120 years ago, 117 years ago, the Wright Brothers did what they did.
Yeah.
In Kitty Hawk. Where are we going to be on Mars 117 years from now? You know, if we can fly a helicopter today, right? I hope.
I mean, listen. Look again. I'm always fascinated by that timeline that shows the exponential rate at which things increase from 0 to like 1,000 is man discovers his own ass.
Yeah.
And then from there on is like 2 inches away is monorail.
And when you watch this video, like in and of itself, it might not be that impressive to you, but where it gets us and where it takes us afterwards, that to me is what.
Wow, what does that mean?
Right? Thank you.
That's special.
They paid tribute
That's the ticket.
to the Wright Brothers flight by having they have fixed a tiny swath of wing fabric from the original Wright Brother flyer under Ingenuity's solar panel. While Monday's flight metrics may seem less than ambitious, the airfield for the interplanetary test flight is 173 million miles from Earth on the floor of the vast Martian basin called Jezero Crater.
Okay, so it was just a test flight.
Yeah, missed practice. Talking about practice. To quote the great Allen Iverson, practice. Come on, guys. We're talking about practice.
We had that. Ong and her team had to wait more than 3 excruciating hours before learning whether it had worked or not.
I mean, so people here were controlling that remotely, and that has. I don't know if people can comprehend the awe of what was achieved. It's astonishing.
Freaking miracle.
Yeah, so what I don't know is what it says here. Ingenuity is now expected to undertake several additional lengthier flights in the weeks ahead, though it will need to rest 4 or 5 days in between each to recharge its battery. So eventually this will be, if they can set up a fleet of these things surveying the area, more detailed.
Tourism.
Yeah, tourism.
Rides.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Ride.
Yeah. So of course you get into like the biggest overweight Martian who takes a seat next to you.
They ride a roller coaster on Mars.
Roller coaster on Mars. Doing a loop at 180,000 miles a second. Freaking amazing. But I do it my churro.
Aw. You shouldn't eat it though.
Toilet's eating on Mars. Churro weighs 200 pounds.
I mean, this is so all the groundwork's being laid. If we stay true to the projected Mars. Listen, we have to set up a moon base first. You know, that's what your grandmother.
Yeah, this won't be in our lifetime. That's pretty fast.
Jace asked me yesterday what's on the other side of a black hole. I was like, what? I don't have an answer for you.
But you shut. How dare you say that? Make him think he said something wrong, so he'll never ask you again.
I had to look it up.
What's up?
Yeah.
Oh, what did it say?
I don't know. I gave it to him and let him read it.
Read this.
Tell them they play Parcheesi.
Yeah. Mommy's tired. Yeah. You know the rule. When the wine's open, leave me alone.
Mommy's serving wine. I don't know about black hole.
I lose the ability of speech.
I'm gonna take a different turn in the world of science, and we're gonna go back in time instead of way pre-dawn of man.
Pre-Dona Man.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking amazing.
So Tyrannosaurus
Rex.
may not have been solitary predators
No.
as long as envisioned, but more like social carnivores such as wolves.
Yeah.
A new research has unveiled.
They gave an estimate to the amount of T-Rexes that they believe at the height inhabited the Earth, and there were staggering amounts.
Can you imagine if dinosaurs still existed today?
Oh my God!
I mean, I mean,
Well, when I see
you obviously have to have a lane for them on the streets.
Yeah.
Listen, when I see an alligator, which I think is the closest thing to prehistoric, creatures of the dinosaurs, essentially.
It definitely has that sort of prehistoric look.
And I look at them as being absolute babies of that. And what would it be like to have something pretty much the size of this room right here and bigger?
Yeah.
As with teeth that are just like daggers.
And an agenda.
Yeah, it's freaky as hell. So paleontologists developed the theory that they were more social. You know, they have little cocktail parties and things like that. Tyrannosaurus Rex.
They have trouble.
I gotta tell you, the eating is good on the east side of this mountain.
They do have trouble passing the drinks around because of the short
That's
arms.
true. They have really long
that's
straws.
right. That's why T-Rex bartenders never got a lot of work.
Really long
I'm
straws.
sorry, I can't shake them. We're just gonna stir it.
They can never do shot skis together, ever.
Shot.
Paleontologists
I'll
developed.
tell you what, the Tricera, he's the tops.
It's a dinosaur dad joke.
Oh my God, Dad!
Oh, come on, guys.
Dad, get out!
Come on. Get it, scratch my balls.
I thought they had balls. They were probably inside of them.
I think so, right? Like a lizard would.
Yeah. Paleontologists developed the theory while studying a mass tyrannosaur death site found 7 years ago in the Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument in southern Utah. It's one of the two monuments that the Biden administration is considering restoring to their full size. Trump had shrunken them, so they're finding more stuff like this as a evidence to say, look, we need this area open. But
So we can do our own Jurassic Park.
Yeah, so they use geochemical analysis of
That
bones
worked out.
and rock. A team of researchers with the University of Arkansas determined that the dinosaurs died and were buried in the same place and were not the result of fossil washing in from multiple areas. So they think this was a mass tyrannosaur grave.
The same way that elephants will go to a certain area to pass, correct?
Yeah, I guess so. And
Are they finding tombstones?
this is the third mass tyrannosaur grave site that's been discovered in North America.
I mean, my heart would break. The notion of a Tyrannosaurus widow with a veil over her face crying.
Yeah.
So this bolsters a theory first developed 20 years ago that they lived in packs. However, more
He was
research
the best husband ever.
needs to be done to make that argument. So
Thank you for coming, Tricera. You're the tops.
It worked both times.
so according to Christy Curry Rogers, a biology professor, she
This
said
will make you happy as a plesiosaur.
it's possible that these animals may have lived in the same vicinity as one another without traveling together in a social group and just came together around dwindling resources as times got tougher. So that's a potential.
Well, could you also the concept of a T-Rex traveling like a hunting pack like wolves? That whole notion alone, they've always been depicted throughout time in movies and things. You know, going all the way back to the Lost World, the silent film. It's always a lone T-Rex. Could you imagine 7 or 8 coming over the hill?
No, I wouldn't like that.
You know, wearing the same clothes?
In 2014,
They all got leather
jackets.
Oh,
Smoking.
no. Oh, no, the T-bird.
Yeah, tell me about it, stud.
Oh, my God.
Go Grease Lightning. Prehistoric. Metamorphic. Other morphics.
and now I'm trying to think of all the...
Jurassic.
Jurassic.
Yeah.
Jurassic.
Triassic. Kiss my assic.
Up your ass. In 2014, Bureau of Land Management paleontologist Alan Titus discovered the site,
Look what I found over here.
which was later named the Rainbows and Unicorns Quarry because of the vast array of fossils contained inside.
Did he actually think that he had found that's where they lived, the rainbow?
No, they were just saying there was so much there that it was rainbow.
Wow.
So, excavation has been ongoing since the site's discovery because of the size of the area and the volume of bones. So there's a lot there.
What's the area that is right in Jersey that continues to yield a whole bunch of stuff? That
By the Home Depot?
Yeah, it's literally by Home Depot, and they're finding all sorts of, I guess, the dirt and the soil in that area over the course of thousands and thousands and thousands of years has just been perfect for this stuff. So.
The social Tyrannosaurus theory began over
Hi, how are you?
20 years ago when more than
I'd shake your hand, but I can't reach. I'm not being standoffish, I just have incredibly tiny arms. Even the food they're passing around, I can't even take advantage of it.
Here, open your mouth.
Yeah, thank you.
Here, try a little bit.
I like that.
Yeah. It's called a pot sticker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I like me them pot stickers.
First thing that popped into my mind. Was that what it sounds like when they swallow?
Yeah. They eat quick.
We do, yeah. Imagine a creature that makes that sound. What would it look like?
Giant head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ponytail.
The social Tyrannosaurus theory began over 20 years ago when more than a dozen Tyrannosaurus were found at a site in Alberta, Canada, another mass death site in Montana. The possibility of social Tyrannosaurus. Many scientists question the theory, arguing that dinosaurs don't have the brain power to engage in sophisticated social interaction. By the way, in the movie Land of the Lost, the Tyrannosaurus is just
super,
hounding Will Ferrell's character, and Will's saying, "No, don't worry, it's got the brain the size of a walnut."
Right, and he's super smart.
Yeah. And at some point, he throws this walnut that's about the size of a car at him. So, in addition to the Tyrannosaurus, researchers have also found 7 species of turtles, multiple fish and ray species, 2 other kinds of dinosaurs, and a nearly complete skeleton of a juvenile Dinosaurus alligator. These other animals do not appear to have all died together.
How big was the, do they give any estimation?
Gravesite.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they stumbled across it.
No, but they say aboard the world population, like a billion, like at the height of their population on Earth, as it was, that there were billions.
Wow. So Steve had asked about the one in South Jersey. It's called the Edelman Fossil Park. It's actually by a Lowe's, not a Home Depot.
Oh, sorry.
And it's run by our friend Dr. Kenneth Lacavara, and we should get him on again at some point because he's a genius when it comes to dinosaur stuff.
I mean, imagine that the dinosaurs had access to a fully stocked hardware store.
Yeah.
That must have made a big difference.
Eliminate a lot of those arm problems.
Yeah, I use extenders because sometimes I can't reach bottles and jars up on my shelf.
You know those little things that's
the hand grippers.
Hand gripper?
Yeah, to get arthritis.